Hi, welcome back to Comic Book Gallery. I'm your host, Joaquin. How we doing today, people? It's Thursday. You know what day it is on my schedule. It's Sketchbook Thursday. And what you're looking at is a painting that I did while I was in Vegas. So that puts me in again around 2000 to 205, around there early, I want to say. This is an earlier piece. So we have to make a painting where we would, sorry about that. You want to take an image and put it inside of another image in a sense. It was kind of like he wanted us to make something abstract. I think that's what it was. And my first idea was to put in a face in a tree, kind of like a tree spirit. And I was talking with him about it, and I had sketched up the idea, and we were going over it, and he seemed to like it. But when I got home, I was kind of like really reflecting on my life at that point and what I've been going through. And um, we all suffer losses in life, whether you lose a parent or you lose a friend or you lose a child. Those are great sufferings that everybody goes through. Not everybody, but especially with a child. I hope you don't ever lose a child. For those people who have, I'm really sorry. And there was a point where I just wanted to convey my pain about things that have gone on in my life at that point. So it just became this piece where you have this little. Now, here's where you have some people who saw this and saw one thing, and then another person saw, and including my instructor. No, one person saw a bear. They're like, get on with it, Joaquin. What did they see? And the other person saw a wolf cub. And I could see the bear comment a little bit, only if you don't, it's a little bear cub. So I should have brought out a few more features to make it seem like a a little wolf cub. And so you got the angel, and I don't know, like I had been messing around with this angel in my head, and I kind of sketched it every now and then, just working out this idea for a long time, but it never found a place. So I have that rapier that you see, and this picture for me is kind of private, and it's going to remain private. It's just between me and the person that, and yeah, we'll just leave it like that. But when you're dealing with abstract, and you can read whatever you want into this. You can read loss, you can read pain, you can read suffering, you could read hope, you could read. You may not even see any of that when you first look at this picture. And that's what I like about art. And for me, that what really like made this picture pop, and I'm not even talking about the spirit of the bear, okay? Or the wolf. Now they got me doing it. But what really made this picture for myself come together was this angel in this expression that I was trying to emulate on her face, that is like in a mid emotion state. Okay, she looks like she could be sad. She looks like she could be somewhat bored. She doesn't look happy. She looks like she's just glaring off in the moment. Now, I need, I could have brought out the eyes more, but I think that would have taken away from the painting. And I liked her little lava flow hairstyle that I was giving her at the time. And I think there's like a mountain range where I used to live in Fremont, California. And I used to go hiking up it. It's called Mission Peak. and some of the mountains looked, and the range looked somewhat similar to, not right here, get my little pointer, but right here. And I remember going up and hiking up these little hills and valleys. And I would go up there and I'd spend the day just observing nature and drawing and thinking about my life. We're talking like I must have been around 16 to 18 when I was doing that a lot. I used to just hike up there. It was great. Me and my friends would go up there and have some drinks, invite some girls, listen to music under the stars. I mean, it was cool because it was like maybe a couple of miles, if that, from where I lived. So I was fortunate. It was really walkable. And there was a couple of places where you could take like shortcuts through the neighborhood and cut through the highway or cut through onto the main road. And then from there, start on this really long path that didn't seem that long going up to this place called Wybell Winery. So if anybody who's ever lived in the Bay Area and was living in there in the early 80s and 90s might remember this place, especially if they live in Fremont. So there was this long winding road that led up to a winery, which I only got to taste the wine once before they sold off all the land. And I think eventually up in one of the hills, MC Hammer built a house. I remember everybody was talking about that. They're like, yeah, Joaquin, what's that have to do with art? Well, I'm just trying to let you know that wherever you're at, if it means something to you, you should try to hold on to it. Whether you take a picture of it, or in my case, if you're an artist, take a painting, make a drawing. But this painting has always meant a lot to me. And this is a painting that I don't think I'll ever sell. There are some things that just, you just hold on to for sentimental value. Wow. Hold on. Let me switch down. Yep. See my little painting station. While this painting here, which you've seen the week before, or this one to kick it off, I would sell these paintings. I mean, I love them. I like them. I like my work. And I have one more that I'm going to be talking about next week. That's going to be on a different subject matter. These I would sell. And especially Cable with a Tan. If you guys didn't see this was funny. You should go back into my playlist. And I still need to just wrap up this picture right here. This was this painting I'm working on for the series for new artists. And I've just gotten so behind. And this is my little setup that my uncles allowed me to do. I'm grateful for that. So shout out to my uncle, Martin Calrubius. So that'll do it, people. I just thought I would show this painting that I painted for a homework assignment. And for those of you who are artists out there, anytime that you are given a homework assignment and you're like, this assignment is boring. Like for me, this is college. This was junior college. So you kind of, when you're given those type of assignments, they're not necessarily boring. Sometimes they seem like they are, but you can make whatever you want out of it. And that's what I did with this. I was able to just paint what I felt at the time and just put that all out there so I could at least tell somebody. And that'll do it, people. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Know that on Thursdays is Sketchbook Thursdays. Monday through Friday is Comicbook Gallery, comic book related videos. That's the name, Comicbook Gallery. On Saturday, since I'm into MTG, which is Magic the Gathering, I do arena videos and I talk about what's going on. And on Sunday, I started a review of Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm making it into a project where I'm writing my own little Dungeons and Dragons stories. and I'm recapping what I remember of playing in the game while I'm somewhat setting up the storyboard for the project. So that'll do it, people. I hope you are having a good day. Take care.